God has been really, really good and has taken care of me and has put me in a position where I'm able to, you know, afford a lawyer, a really good attorney, so that he can represent me and just kind of handle all this stuff.
I've got 30 minutes if you want to spill your mind. Give me all your reasons to why I should take my time. Used to have forever, but you never cared that much.
Hey guys, what is up with you, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. So today is Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon. It's probably about 4:30, and we are about to go head out and go take care of some business, run some errands or whatever. But I figured I'll go ahead and open up the vlog here so I don't put it off because I feel like it's no time like the present. So welcome back. Make sure if you are not subscribed, you go ahead and become a part of the community. And if you're one of my supporters, please hit the thumbs up button and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so first of all, I have a new blush on today, and this is the Dior blush. I'll put it in the description box if you're interested, but I love it. This blush is supposed to be good for all skin tones. This is not sponsored either, but this blush is supposed to be good for all skin tones, and I tried it and I like it. It's not too much. It's supposed to give you the effect of like what you would really look like if you were blushing, and I definitely feel like it's given that for me. If you want the information, check the description box. It was like $40 and I got it on Sephora, so I'll put the Sephora link for those who are interested, but I love it. However, I just have to warn you, it's not terribly big. Like, it's probably like this big and maybe like this long, so it's not huge, but it's a decent size, especially to be given looks like this. So we're going to Sephora. I wanted to pick up some things I saw Leah J use and this makeup routine she did a while back. I went and watched this old video and I was in love with some of the products, so I'm gonna grab some of those here in just a second, and then I need to get the boys some shoes and a few other things. So we're just gonna kind of handle some stuff I gotta take care of. I got that on camera. We made it to the store. What are you getting, Brian?
Nothing. I'm getting out of debt.
So I got some new glasses. I just need to get my prescription put in them. But these are Versace and they're so cute. And I fell in love with them. I kept looking because I was like, I know I found some really cute glasses the last time I took you guys in the eyeglass store, and I could not find the ones that I liked. But I saw these and these look really fire, so I figured they're giving the professional project manager, corporate girl who knows what she's doing. She's on her ish, don't play around, you feel me? She's assertive but not too assertive, you know, not to get the angry stereotype, you feel me? Like, that's what I feel like these are giving, so I'm excited. I like them. Do y'all like these? Let me know. Okay, so I know the first thing you're looking at is my hair and asking yourself, what is Kristyn doing with her hair right now? But y'all, look at these curls. I decided today to do my hair, my natural hair, and I'm trying to love it, but I feel like it's so different and it's just a lot for me to see it like this. However, I do love it. and I cut my bangs. So the bangs are a little different than how my hair normally is, because I usually do the part and then I like brush it to the sides. So we've got bangs now, curls out, you feel me? No braids, no nothing, no wigs. So I'm loving it. I'm really embracing it, and I just was like, you know what, we're gonna play with some hair. So for those of you who have curls too, hopefully you guys are inspired, because we're gonna play around with some hair. I just want to like try some new products, try some new styles, and just embrace these curls, you feel me? So I do need to get some stuff though, some curly hair products for this, but let me know what y'all think about this hair, because it's a lot, like it's a lot to get used to. So the other day I made this meal. I've been saying that I want to play around with new recipes, and I made this bourbon chicken dinner that was so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. So if you haven't watched the video where I made the bourbon chicken, you have to look for it. I'll try to see if I can give you guys a link and put it in the description box, but oh my gosh, that meal was so delicious, I'm telling you. Hey y'all. Okay, so today is Friday. I am so late with this vlog, but I have a lot of things I want to get y'all up to speed on. So first, I got a new monitor for the office. I'm so excited. I wanted to have a really big monitor so that I can do all my work on that monitor whenever I'm trading, be able to see the charts really clearly, as well as when I'm doing my work for my job, be able to just multitask and be as most efficient as possible. So I'm really excited. I got the Samsung. It's a 49-inch monitor. It's 4 up, so you basically can do 4 screens if you'd like, or you can do 2 screens, 27 inches. It's beautiful. It is freaking beautiful. It's also a really good gaming monitor too, so I'm excited about that. I also wanted to show you guys, I got this perfume. So the mall, I was here the other day and this girl was selling this perfume. I actually put it in my Instagram story. This perfume, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but it is absolutely, oh, y'all, it's fire, okay? So this is what we're looking like. I hope y'all can see this. The name of the perfume is Haramain Amber Oud, O-U-D. It's the gold edition. It's 120 milliliters. They were selling it at the mall for $130. However, I got on Joma Shop, because Joma Shop be having the perfumes for a discount. I feel like anytime I've ever looked for something, I was always able to find it cheaper than any other place that I looked. So I got that on Joma Shop. Paid $54 plus shipping, so I think it was like $65 total, but it was definitely worth it. So I am really excited. I put it on today for the first time, and the girl at the doctor's office, 'cause I had to go to the doctor's office because I actually have a lump in my armpit, which I'll tell you guys about later on. But I was at the doctor's office and she was like, ooh, you smell so good. So I already got my first compliment. Definitely recommend. I love it. It smells so sexy, and it's a unisex fragrance. So when Brian puts it on, he smells more masculine, but when I put it on, it smells more fruity to me. So just want to let y'all know. They do also have a dupe for Baccarat, but that one to me just smelled like Baccarat, but like a cheaper version, if that makes sense. But anyways, I'm about to go on a date with my husband. So we're doing a dinner date, but it's kind of early, but I think he's got to work tonight. So we're doing a dinner date. We're going to P.F. Chang's to just spend some time with each other and enjoy our evening together, because I'm kid-free until I think Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. The boy's dad is in town and he grabbed them up so that he could spend some time with them while he's here. But with that, I have a little bit of responsibility free, maybe is a good way to put it. And I'm just looking forward to spending some time with my husband. I also think tomorrow, before I let y'all go, or before I transition, I think tomorrow we're going to go see Arius. Arius is in Chicago, as most of you guys already know. And I think I want to take some stuff to him and go down there, hang out with him a little bit during the day since I don't have the twins, and then probably come back tomorrow evening. So we'll see if that ends up being a thing or if that ends up happening, but that's kind of where my mind is right now. So I'm done rambling. We're about to go. And I guess go enjoy P.F. Chang's and eat some good food and have some good times with my beautiful, amazing husband.
어릴 때 원했던 어른이 됐나 Thought I found
Hey y'all, so we we got a late start, but we are headed to Chicago to hang out with my oldest son, Arius.
Let's just take it slowly. 늦은 어떤 때 같은 곳을 바라보고 있잖아. Go anywhere you want to. Underneath the pressure, oh, sometimes wish I knew it too. Fly away from tomorrow. 이제는 너무 멀리.
So happy to see you, Arius. It feels like it's been forever.
I need you need me too. I'm still chasing that mind all the time, man. I need you need me too. 그땐 신기루. Don't slip on the trip. Don't slip on the trail. Tempo, tempo. Can you keep up with my tempo? Tempo. Yeah, blowing up, C4. I just hit the Mike Jackson on my tiptoes. Oh yeah, I know we go wherever that wind blows. The endo. Don't slip on the trail. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the trail. Don't slip on the trail. High key, I know. I send all of my rap foes like that.
We're headed to dinner. Had a good time. What was the name of that spot?
Happy Camper.
Happy Camper is where we were at, but we're headed to dinner now. Should be a good time.
Bustin' like free throws. I do not miss no shots. I got the cheat code. That's why I never lose. They can't predict my moves. I'm way too smooth. I just caught a groove. This right here, that charge all the fire in the booth. Yeah, had to go right back to it. If you ain't talking about money, then save your breath. Don't bring it up to me. Yeah, I pull up and I stunt like a 007 James Bond type movie. Yeah, hey, don't slip on the trip. No, 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 no. Don't slip on the trip. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the trail. Tempo, tempo. You keep up with my tempo, tempo.
I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh shit, it feel like I'm floating, but I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily.
Hey y'all, so we are back in town, as you can obviously tell. We had so much fun yesterday with Arius. Brian was teasing, he's like, I'm sure you're ready to move to a big city now after spending the night out in Chicago. So we had such a great time. I had an opportunity today to go to Adrian's games, which was a lot of fun. He did really good too. I was so proud. And now the boys are back. So they were with their dad for the last couple of days. And I miss my boos, but I'm happy that they're home and we get to spend some more time together. I'm about to prepare to look at the charts to see what the stock market has prepped for us for this upcoming week. And I really don't have much else going on. I need to cook dinner, or at least figure out what we're gonna eat for dinner. And I think that's it. So that's kind of my download for now. But right now I'm in my curls, and I did the part to the side again, which is the way that I prefer to wear my hair. I feel like sometimes when I wear my hair just big and like fluffy, it's cute, but it definitely for me doesn't make me feel my most confident, and I'm not really sure why. So I don't know, maybe some of you who are curlies can relate, but I prefer it like this because to me it just feels like really structured. But I'm wearing a shirt from Fashion Nova, really cute. Has sleeves, and then it's a deep V-neck and long sleeve with a little tie in the front. So that is my overall look for right now, in the event that you were curious. I think I'm gonna record a perfume video because I've got some new perfume and I have some combinations that I love to wear and put together. So I feel like it would be like a really fun video to put together and share with you guys. So if I do and you see it pop up, make sure you check that out if you're interested. But let me get on with everything I need to do for the rest of the afternoon, and I'm gonna check in with you guys a little bit later. Just got to this little restaurant that I found on Instagram. This girl did a review about it and it looks so good. They have like this birria ramen. So I wanted to pick up some food to go for the fam because I'm just not in the mood to cook. I really wanted to, but I think if I do cook, it'll probably be later on this evening and it'll be for tomorrow night's dinner. So I'm just gonna run in here really quickly. It's like a really small mom and pop Mexican restaurant. The food looks delicious though. Like, oh my gosh, I love birria and I've never had a ramen birria. And then they have this birria pizza that looks really good too. So we're about to get some food and you know, obviously try something new here in the city. You gotta make sure you branch out and try new things in your city, okay? Let this be your gentle reminder to definitely do that. Okay, so the drink I got is called maracuya, I think is how you say it. It's really good. So it's like a passion fruit drink and I like it. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. But I'm basically getting a birria pizza to go, and then I got the ramen because I want to try the ramen and see what it tastes like. And then I also got the, just like one of the tacos. So I'm gonna show y'all what everything looks like when it comes, but I'm excited because y'all know I like to eat, right? This is birria ramen. I'm just waiting on some onions and cilantro. Thank you. Ooh, yummy. Hey y'all, so I made it to my office and I'm about to freshen up my lips. Okay, so I told you a while back that I got this lip liner. It's called the Kiss Professional New York Luxury Intense Lip Liner. That's a mouthful. But the color is brown or dark brown. This stuff is so good. I can put the link in the description box if you guys are interested. But what I like about it is you just retract it into the little tube and you just like twist it to make more come out, and you don't have to do any like filing, or I guess I should say sharpening of it, which makes it very convenient. So I love this lip liner. And then what I do is I mix it with the Myth from MAC. I just kind of blend it out like that. And then I've got this lip gloss from Juvia's Place. What is this called? Caramel Rose. It's so pretty. And I've been putting this over the top. Okay, you guys like that? I feel like it looks kind of cute. So that's what I've been wearing this week. I will say the one thing that for me is weird or hard, let me make y'all a little higher. The one thing that's hard about lipsticks and lip liners and all that is that I like my lips to be really, really, really soft. And I feel like when I don't use my chapstick, my lips are not as soft as they can be. So that's the only drawback, is like I don't feel like they make my lips hard or they make my lips like chapped. But they're definitely not as moisturized as they are when I just wear my chapstick, obviously. So y'all, I'm watching Gina's video and this girl got me over here. I was over here teared up, so I had to wait to get on camera because I can't get on camera right now. Mess my makeup up. But I had sent her a gift for her birthday because I've been holding on to this gift for so long. Ever since her birthday, I was unable to make the birthday trip and I felt so bad, especially because I just appreciate Gina so much. She has been such a sweetheart, so genuine. Like the Gina you see on video is exactly the same as the Gina when you meet her in person. Same with Lily, same with Portia. Like they are the same people. I met Lily, I think when I first had started to find people on YouTube. We met at the Fashion Nova party in LA and she was so freaking sweet. So I followed her channels then, and meeting Lily after, because I didn't know her obviously, we had just met, but watching her on YouTube and then meeting her and actually like hanging out, she's exactly the same person. So all of them are the same people. Like when you guys watch them and then you meet them in real life, it's not like a huge difference between the two. And I have met people like that where it's very, very different, but it's been really just so much fun to get to know them, to build relationships and friendships with them. But I really wanted to send Gina a gift, one because I missed the birthday, but then I also just appreciate her so much. She's always been so supportive, so helpful. She's doing her thing, and I just appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you meet people and it's just such a blessing when you meet somebody who their energy is so refreshing and just makes you feel so special and loved. You know what I'm saying? And I do what I can on YouTube, but I just am so grateful for these girls because I just feel like they really are killing it, and I'm just very happy to have met them and know them. So she had me over here tearing up, y'all. I'm telling you. And I tried to write her a really sweet note because I just wanted her to know how much I appreciate her and how she really is very, very inspirational. So anyway, if you haven't watched her video, you got to go watch it. You know, because I think it's a very good testament for the fact that sometimes it's hard to meet people and meet new friends, but you can do it even remotely. Like, the fact that we met on YouTube and establish a relationship as friends from not knowing each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had never, none of us had met, with the exception of me and Lily, with the exception of us just talking in a chat that Portia put together. So I'm just very grateful. I'm happy to have met them. I love them all in their own unique ways. They're so special, and I just really look forward to getting to know them even better and like building out our friendships even more. So with that, I wanted to tell you guys about my desk. I have a new monitor for my desk that I'm so excited about. This monitor is huge. It's 49 inches. It actually is like having two 27-inch monitors side by side, but obviously it's one big monitor, and it's curved, so it's beautiful, so helpful, you know, and I am so excited to use it. It's also a gaming monitor, so if I wanted to get back into gaming, because I used to, y'all didn't know, fun fact about me, I used to be a gamer. I was really good at Halo and other really big games that were on Xbox. I'm an Xbox girl. Brian's a PlayStation guy, but I'm an Xbox girl. So I was actually thinking about getting my Xbox out and hooking it up to this monitor and just, you know, having something to do when I need to just decompress and not think, because I'm one of those people, I'm always thinking. But I love the monitor, so if you guys want more information about it, let me know. But I really wanted to get the monitor for trading because my long-term goal is I do want to make more from obviously trading. Everybody wants to make more, but I want to be able to do this as more of like a thing, you feel me, as opposed to it being like a little side hobby, side hustle. So you guys are probably picking up what I'm putting down, but that's my like dream. We'll see if I can get there or I ever feel that comfortable, because even with YouTube, I don't know, like, I have such a great job and I've worked so hard to get to where I am, including taking out debt. The thought of like leaving that and putting that aside is so scary, and I haven't got there yet. You know, it's hard because when you make a certain amount and then you get extra money, it just feels like a bonus. But the thought of like leaving that and not doing that and then only doing other stuff is very, very scary. So I don't know, we'll see. But I do want you guys to see this monitor. Definitely check it out. The only reason I got it, though, I have to admit, I've been watching this monitor for a really long time on Best Buy. The monitor originally is like $1,200, so it's either like $11.99 or $12.99, and it went on sale. And what's funny, this is creepy, but I guess I benefited from it. You know how when you go to websites and you look at things and then you just are like browsing the web later, you'll have like an ad pop up that's for you? Yeah, that's what happened. So I got an ad specifically for me telling me that this monitor was on sale for $8.99. So I was like, that's kind of a deal I can't pass up. And I invested. So I have an LLC, and my LLC bought the monitor, since obviously I'm going to be using it for business, because I use my LLC for trading and for my YouTube account. So my YouTube is under my LLC. All of the money I make, all of that goes to the business, and any investment that I make in my business, I take from that account and I write it off. So I have a business account, all that good stuff. So the business bought this, so I gotta make it make money. I also can edit from this. So I have my computer I use for editing my YouTube videos. I can edit on here, which is so huge. I'm just so excited. So I love it. I'll put the link for it in the description box if anybody else is like itching to get into some big, huge monitor technology that you probably don't need. But you know, I couldn't pass it up. So that is my recent purchase. I also got a perfume that I may have told you guys about, but I feel like I think I told y'all about it, so I'm not gonna elaborate on it no more. But I've been so excited about this perfume because it smells so freaking fabulous, and I just feel like I smell so good. And I've already started to get compliments, which, you know, when you get a perfume and you get the compliments, it just makes it all go together. Like, you just feel like you did the right thing. So that's what I'm on right now. So yeah, that is the updates, I guess, for me and like everything I have going on. But I did want to just clarify, in my last video I was sharing with you guys just how I've been really in a weird mental place with everything going on. It's been super tough, especially because I'm in limbo right now. I had the court date that was scheduled for the beginning of February, and unfortunately, like I said, it got pushed back, so we're not going until June. And as I had told you guys, I think I've explained things over the years and just kind of giving you guys little updates without telling too much and getting into too much detail. It's like walking that fine line, right? And right now, without going into too much detail, because there's a lot, I would love to vent because I do feel like it would make me feel better, but at the same time I don't think it's the healthiest thing and probably the best thing to do. But ultimately he did move, and with moving it does put the custody into question. So you have to figure out where the kid's naturally gonna live, and the way that the law typically works is the parent who moves forgoes their custody, and then the parent who stayed basically becomes like the primary custody parent. I don't know the best way to say this, but they become the primary. And then what usually happens is you would get, I can't remember the number of weeks as the primary, but ultimately you'd have like everything outside of like most of summer, spring break, Christmas break, and then there's another break. So like the breaks go to the other parent. So long story short, you can contest it if you're the one who's leaving, and that is what we're going through. So we're going through that right now, and just basically you have to let the court decide, which for me, my attorney seems to be really confident that this is a slam dunk and that there's nothing to worry about. But it's expensive. It's really expensive. You still obviously still have to wait for the decision, and nobody wants to go through this. So that is kind of what's been going on. I just can't wait till it's over and we can just move on. But at the same time, it's been a lot. Like, it's been really stressful. And I think about it, I'm like, dang, my kids are 11, they'll be 12 this year. So we basically have like 6 years of still having to interact on some level, which we don't really talk, but I just think about that and I'm like, 6 years is a long time. And I don't want to have to feel like I'm praying or believing by faith or wishing for my kids to get older faster to get through, you know, having to co-parent with someone that you just don't get along with, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough. But at the same time, God has been really good and has taken care of me and has put me in a position where I'm able to, you know, afford a lawyer, a really good attorney, so that he can represent me and just kind of handle all this stuff. So that is the backstory, because I did have some people asking me and got some messages just like confused. And I know that sharing my story does help people and does give some people, you know, that are going through the same thing, like a little bit of peace of mind, because you can kind of see somebody going through it, and it always works out, you know, at the end of the day. But at the same time, it is very stressful when you are in the middle of it. So that is my current predicament, and I'm just believing by faith it'll be over soon and I won't have to talk about it anymore. So we will see. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and check out the stock market and see what's moving. It's about 7 o'clock, so the market's been open for about an hour here on Sunday night, and I'm gonna see if I can grab some scraps on paint dry time is what they call it. See if I can take a couple dollars out the market and then get comfortable for the rest of this evening.
Hella shameless, necklace on me decorated. All this got me feeling jaded. Hold up, I'll be waiting. Bad thing on my radar. Told me that I'm in a playlist. Flower bomb, she a lotus. I be thinking that I'm famous. I remember when I prayed for this. No sleep, cause I'm anxious. All this shit for entertainment. Crazy thinking that it's day one. All this spinning for the taking. Yeah.
Hey y'all, so it's Monday morning and it's the last day of the vlog, but I wanted to catch up with you guys for a couple of seconds before I get into my day. Made some green tea, which has kind of been my thing lately. I've been trying to do green tea as opposed to coffee so that I can take in less calories and just kind of get a little bit of caffeine, but at the same time not be like setting myself up to have to work extra hard to burn those calories off. As you can see, I've been trying to do the Peloton. I'm starting very slowly, so I haven't really gone too crazy hard as of yet, but the goal is to get there eventually. I have to get some blood work done today. I have a lump in my armpit that I just recently found, maybe like a week ago, and it seems like it's one of my lymph nodes, but they're gonna do some blood work just to make sure there's nothing crazy going on. And then I also have an ultrasound to look at that area. I think it's like the first week of, what is this, February, so March, to make sure that obviously they can just look at it with imaging and make sure it's all good. Hey, good morning. I'll be back. I'm gonna catch up with you guys in a little bit. Later in the day, it probably doesn't feel like much has changed because obviously I'm in the same spot, but I am having lunch right now. I actually am having some leftovers from the restaurant last night. I basically got this birria pizza. So it's birria and it's between two like really big tortilla shells, and it is with beef, a lot of cheese, cilantro, onions, and then I have the little consomme that you dip it into. If you haven't had birria, you definitely have to try it. It's like one of my new favorite things. Probably been eating it for the last few months, and I have a restaurant in town that I love to get it from, but obviously this is the new place that we just tried. It's so good though. A lot of calories, so if you're trying to watch your waist, this may not be the right thing, and that is what I am supposed to be on, but I really wanted to try this place. So it's like finding that happy medium. It can be a challenge at times, but it's all good. I'm gonna get on the bike later on this evening and try to make it up. You know, it is what it is. I know somebody gonna be judging, but hey, I ain't perfect. I know y'all ain't perfect either. So I had a really good meeting this morning. I'm working on this project where we basically just got the charter almost done. It's not signed down or approved, but we got a lot of the work done for the charter. The work is kind of started for the project, but the charter is obviously super important, and you are supposed to have that signed down and done before you start your project, because it's kind of like the contract of what you say you're gonna do. So I'm just trying to like have my ducks in a row and make sure that everything is lined up so that we can be successful in this project, because I really want to do a really good job. So that is what I'm currently kind of working on at work, for those of you who are also PMs and curious, because I try to update you guys as best as I can, you know, when I can or whatever. I feel like right now is like a weird time, you know, in my life. I don't know, maybe it's like the age thing and like getting to a certain point where you're kind of going through milestones, but I just feel like I want so many things, and I'm trying not to be caught up and always looking to the future, if that makes sense. Kind of like what I was saying earlier about the kids, but it can be a challenge at times, and I just want to be more present, you know what I'm saying? And I just encourage you guys to try to focus on being more present as well, because I just think there's something to be said about being present, taking time to meditate, taking time to slow down and actually hear yourself think, and try not to be talking at yourself all day, because we talk to ourselves more than anybody else, you know what I'm saying? And I think we forget that. But you want to take some time to slow down so you're not just talking at yourself so much, and giving yourself an opportunity to kind of process things. But I am going to go ahead and close this video. I'm waiting on my thumbnail. I actually have a girl who edits some of my photos, and I said that now I want my photos to look a little bit better than the editing that I've been doing. So I found this girl on Fiverr, and she's been kind of editing some of my pictures, and I'm just waiting on her to get it done. So hopefully I can get this video up on time here Monday. But I just have to say, I appreciate all of you so much for being so supportive of me, and just, you know, being positive and optimistic and showing me love. You guys are the absolute best, like especially those of you who have been rocking with me for so long. I appreciate y'all more than you could ever know. I was kind of discouraged real quick, to give y'all this quick little story. I had posted my last video, and someone fraudulently put a claim on my video, so they're currently taking all of my monetization, and I pay for my music. So I get my music, I pay for it, I have a subscription. The music should all be licensed to me as a license for my payment, but for some reason somebody's trying to get over on me. So I I was kind of frustrated, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm sure it'll all work out for the best. So if you do YouTube or you plan on doing YouTube, the music thing is annoying, which I'm sure most of you guys know. You know, if you've been watching YouTube, I'm sure you've heard other people talk about it, but I was kind of frustrated. But I guess it kind of comes with the territory, so we'll see. Hopefully it all works out for the best. I just pray they don't do anything negative to my channel while I wait for it, so I'll keep you guys posted on that too. But thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I know I got a lot of newbies that have just shown up, so I appreciate you guys for connecting with me. Definitely, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that before we get up out of here. But with that, I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.